Welcome to Educare. In this video, I'm going to explain the complete summary of the marriage proposal which was written by Anton Chekhov. The marriage proposal is a very unique story which was written by Anton Chekhov because this story explains the lifestyle of the Russian people in the rural areas and how a man proposes and amidst of that how he come across the different types of situations and how he gets anxiety etc. These are all things we discuss in this story. It is very humorous story and a message giving story. Okay, here before going to that, just I give some description about this story, how the story goes away. See here, there are two families, Chubukus and Lemos. Okay, Chubuku is a neighbor to the neighbor of Lemos. Okay, Lemo is a one young man who wants to marry Chubuku's daughter Natalia. Okay, this is the major characters and the description about that. Let us get into the details of this story. Okay, before going to that, let us talk about the author. About the author, Anton Chekhov was a Russian playwright and a short story writer. He was a doctor by profession. His short stories are regarded very high by authors and critics around the world. Chekhov's plays and short stories usually do not deal with the complex ideas or the plots. It is very simple. He is known to represent the contemporary Russian life in a simplistic manner and without use of intricate literary devices. He wrote several short stories, among them The Bat, The Runway, Unofficial Duty, In Excel, The Death of Government Clerk are important. These are the works which was written by Anton Chekhov. Let us get into the story now. This is a one act play. The Marriage Proposal is a comedy, one act play. In this comedy, the writer describes how Lemo puts his marriage proposal before Natalia's father. There are three characters. One is Chubukov, the father of the father of the girl. Natalia is daughter of Chubukov. Lemo is a young man who was 35 years old, who has a nervousness, nothing but palpitation. Okay, let us get. The scene opens in Chubuku's drawing room. Lomo enters and Chubuku rises to welcome him. Chubuku, he asks him why he is so formal in his get-up. Lomo tells that he has come to see him. Chubuku suspects that he has come to borrow money and decides not to give him any money. On making further inquiry, Lomo tells that he came to propose his daughter. Chubuku gets joy on hearing it as Natalia has reached the marriageable age. Lomo asks him if Natalia will agree for this marriage. He makes up his mind that it is right time for him to marry. He thinks Natalia is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking and educated girl. He is already 35, should not delay his marriage, and he wanted to lead his life happily. He suffers from palpitations and gets easily upset. Palpitation means here a kind of anxiety. Now, Natalia comes and surprises to see him. Actually, when he came to home, she was inside the home. She was engaged in some other household work, and his father goes and informs her somebody has come. Seeing him, she surprises. Limo asks her how she is, and she is in Afron, and she was shelling peas for drying. Limo is unable to ask if she will accept this proposal. When she came and stood in front of him, he was unable to express because of his palpitations. And accidentally, he mentioned above the meadows, oxen meadows, that touch the Chubuku's birch wood. He also tells that between their families there is a good mutual respect and the affection. Now over the oxen meadows they quarrel. Now Limo tells her that Oxen Meadows belong to him. He tells that aunt's grandmother gave the free use of Oxen Meadows to the farmers of her father's grandfather for free use of Oxen Meadows for 40 years, and tells that he has legal documents with him. Okay, she lets him know that the previous year that they lent him their threshing machine, although on that account they had to put off their own threshing till November. Then Lemo gets angry. The quarrel has reached to the heated point, and the three use bad words. Chibuko tells that his grandfather was a drunkard, and his young aunt eloped with an architect. Lomo too comments on Chibuku's mother. Lomo is upset and wants water, but they continued talking maliciously, and they threw the words like a backbiter, dishonest, mean, rascal, villain, blind hen, and a turnip ghost. Now Lamo leaves out of his gets out of their house. Now Chibuku tells that Lomo came to make a proposal to her. Natalia surprises and feels very sad because he came to propose, but she sent him with a quarrel and requests her father to get him back. Chibuko becomes unhappy over this request made by Natalia. He thinks that he should shoot himself or hang himself, but he goes to Lumov's house and returns very soon. Lumo appears at their door. Now once more, Natalia feels happy and they get in talks. While talking, they get into quarrel once more about their dogs, Guess and Squeezer. Lemo tells that he has got his dog Guess for 125 rubles. She says that his dog is half dead already. Lemo says she has paid 85 rubles, but 25 rubles is a handsome price for that dog. It is overshoot, so a bad hunter, and its lower jaw is the shorter than the upper jaw. Both try to prove their dog is better than the other. Again, the quarrel descends between them. Lumo is again gets upset. Chibuko enters and stops and tells him to talk in a cool way. When Lumo says that on the Marusi, Marusinski hunt guess ran neck and neck with the count dogs, while Squeezer was left far behind and says that the other dog ran after a fox, but Squeezer runs after a sheep. Hearing it, Chibuko gets angry and asks Lumo to be quiet. Now both use words for each other. Lumo fails Lamo falls onto an armchair and faints. Natalia thinks Lamo is dead and shouts for a doctor. Her father brings a glass of water to Lamo's mouth, but he doesn't drink. Chibuko once more becomes unhappy over being a father of a grown-up daughter. Meanwhile, Lamo comes to his sense and Chibuko puts Lamo's hand into the Natalia's and make to complete the proposal. The father gives his blessings and requests them to live happily. Okay, meanwhile, one more while going, Natalia asks Lumo to admit that Guess is worse than Squeezer. Again, the quarrel starts over the dogs. Okay, this is the summary of the story. I hope you understood this well. If you like this, please click on the like and subscribe my channel for further videos. If you have any doubt, just leave in the comment section. I will answer for this. Thank you.